Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bruce Carter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. For a left side, complete. That's Burton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
11. Hey, Tuesday.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
22. Gun. 12. Gun. 22. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun. Hey, gun. Left.
To throw again is Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right. Gun. 11. Hey, gun.
Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Devontae Freeman. Well, he showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, oh, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Chicago Bear football again here, and this is a team that is now at 3-3. 2 straight losses, Charles. Last one, very close one. Very dramatic finish with the New England Patriots, 38-31. And we'll see where they go from here.
Yeah, they showed that they can compete with the best in the NFL by taking the Patriots to the limit. How about that Hail Mary at the end? Fell 1 yard short, almost got there. But they'll kick themselves about the loss last week against Miami. That was a chance to capitalize. Plus, Khalil Mack has been so dramatic for them on defense. Had a bad ankle and couldn't rush the passer with his normal abandon. So the defense, not quite as good as it has been earlier this season.
Yeah, because the first 4 games, they allowed 65 points total. Last 2, and those losses, 69. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
18.
Here's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 39 yards. And the Bears are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw is Ryan. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Hey, Tuesday.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Hey, express.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. He finds Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
21.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. 54, south. Gun. 12.
On second down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, that's Cohen, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
This is Cohen, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are in for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Gun. Hey, gun. 21.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
12. There we go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Get up! Right! Hey, express! 21! Get up! Get on, Hut!
Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gun. Hey, gun. Hey, wait. Hey. Reset.
Again, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want... The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, express! 11.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, gun. Hey, express!
Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively, trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hey, 18.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Freeman again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught at the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Tuesday. Hey.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And then Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Let's go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts
21.
as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Tuesday.
Ryan to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.